The small, resource-rich Gulf nation of Qatar is home to the largest U.S. military installation in the Middle East. It has successfully evacuated tens of thousands of American citizens from Afghanistan. Recognized as a major non-NATO ally by the U.S., Qatar has even gifted a lavish $400 million jumbo jet to President Donald Trump for his use as Air Force One. Despite these significant ties, this serene peninsula in the Persian Gulf did not escape an Israeli airstrike, while it attempted to facilitate US-backed discussions aimed at resolving the Israel-Hamas conflict. Israeli forces targeted a gathering of Hamas's exiled leadership in Doha, the capital of Qatar, resulting in clouds of smoke and debris billowing over a city known for its air-conditioned World Cup venues and upscale shopping centers, usually protected by American interceptor systems. Following the attack by Hamas on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, which sparked the ongoing conflict in Gaza, the Israeli military has pursued Hamas leaders even in distant locations. While cities like Tehran and Beirut were considered legitimate targets, Israel had previously avoided targeting Hamas's political office located in Qatar. Qatar served as a crucial mediator and ally for the US, acting as a discreet communication line between Israeli officials and the Palestinian militant organization. So what prompted Israel to carry out strikes in Doha, the capital of Qatar? Here's all you need to know. On September 9th, Israel took a perilous risk that appeared to undermine the ceasefire discussions with Hamas, triggering a ripple of political turbulence across the region and casting doubt on the long-standing security assurances provided by the US to its Gulf Arab partners. The decision to launch the strike was influenced by multiple considerations, notably the understanding within Israel that negotiations for the hostages had hit an impasse. Three factors explain why Israel bombed Doha. Reason 1, Hamas's leadership abroad was blocking a compromise. Oded Aylam, a former head of the counter-terrorism division in Israel's Mossad spy agency, stated Hamas's leadership in exile is presenting a rigid stance, which is not typical for external leadership. Speaking to JNS, an Israeli news agency, the former Mossad official said that usually the internal leadership is more rigid and determined. However, the leaders of Hamas who are in exile are obstructing any potential avenues for compromise that occasionally emerge. Removing these leaders might incentivize Hamas to agree to the Trump proposal. Reason 2, the strike showcased Israel's steadfast determination to fulfill its wartime objectives. Through this action, Israel is signaling its commitment to its declared goal, and that is the complete eradication of Hamas. In a rare move, Israel has exhibited its willingness to take accountability for an aerial offensive against a nation that is not classified as an enemy state, marking a significant departure from its usual conduct. Reason 3, Israel wanted to tear apart Hamas's links with Qatar. Qatar, a wealthy nation with expansive natural gas and oil reserves, has faced scrutiny for its support of Hamas. Qatar's ties with Hamas grew after the terror group's position in Jordan no longer remained tenable after 1999, and its offices in Amman were closed. In 1999, Khalid Mashal and Hamas political leaders were deported from Jordan and were put on a Qatari private jet that took them to Doha. In 2012, the former Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, became the first head of state to visit the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip. Support for Hamas continued even after Sheikh Hamad turned power over to his son, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, in 2013. Since around 2010, Qatar has served as Hamas's primary patron. For over a decade, Qatar underwrote the Gaza Strip's economy. Qatar provided monthly cash infusions and other support. The Gaza ceasefire negotiations are in doubt. A few days ago, Trump issued what he termed his final warning to Hamas concerning a potential ceasefire, as the U.S. advanced a proposal that Arab officials claimed demanded the immediate release of all hostages. A high-ranking official from Hamas referred to this as a humiliating surrender document. Yet the terror group indicated that it would review the proposal and provide a response within a matter of days. The plan, introduced by Trump's special envoy Witkoff, is said to advocate for a negotiated conclusion to the conflict and the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza, contingent upon the release of hostages and the establishment of a ceasefire. Hamas has declared that it will only free the remaining 48 hostages, approximately 20 of whom are thought to be alive, in return for Palestinian prisoners, a sustainable ceasefire, and a full withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza. In response, Netanyahu has dismissed these conditions, asserting that the conflict will persist until every hostage is safely returned and Hamas is disarmed, while Israel will continue to exercise indefinite security oversight over Gaza. Previously, mediators had concentrated their efforts on achieving a temporary ceasefire and facilitating the release of certain hostages, after which both parties would engage in discussions aimed at establishing a more enduring peace agreement.